So the progress up to this point is saved to this Git repository. As you can see, the udemy dash free dash bot dash UI, it is a public repository, so you can of course access this and see the code that I've written so far. I hope this will be compatible with the upcoming versions as well, as I'm having it 12.2, which is not that old right now. So I guess only the 13 is released, so should be compatible enough to use with the latest as well. So moving on, so what we will need now is I made the clean slate because now it may break because we will have to add the Angular elements. So I'm following one document here. So and we'll just say like the project is free bot lib. Okay, so where we will have to add Angular elements is the main question. So I hope it will add this. Would you like to proceed? Of course yes, that's why we are doing this. Excuse me. So it is installing the package and the required stuff for elements. So let's quickly read the rest of the things. So if you want to publish the components as a custom elements, cd into the project elements and create the package JSON, right? So I guess this is what we have right now, and only the package JSON need to have files. Configure Angular elements. So delete all the files under app except app module ts. You need to define your own bootstrapping method for the elements application. Do same changes for your elements. This one, so need application, but okay, so the work that we wanted to do is not happening because as this is not a application, this is a library. So for that I will install this to UI project, which is more easy to make sure that the things happen correctly. So I'm adding the elements into the main project, which I have created as a test suite, right? So if you remember, so we have installed everything as a test suite into this project itself. So what it is saying now is elements js and styles js. Your project should now look something like this. So if we go to the package JSON, unfortunately we don't see something like that. Dependencies and dev dependencies, private, no. Okay, so it is saying projects slash elements. Okay, so it was saying like that. I don't know what I have imported. So let's quickly see what are the changes it have. So let's revert those changes, that way we don't have to worry much. Okay, so in here I will create the exactly same I will follow exactly same step. We don't need the routing in the elements app, and let it create inside the projects. I will add the elements into the elements project, and we can keep them separate from each other, and will be more manageable going forward. So let's add the Angular elements to the project. Let's say yes, and it will show you something here inside the projects. Elements is created, and okay, update package JSON, and okay, it did not do anything. Instead of just the document registration element and elements. Okay, that's fine. So in here, yes, the module from where, just 1 minute. From polyfills, it had some import, but I guess it may not be required, otherwise it could have added document to polyfills.ts. Okay, it have created another polyfills here and added it at this point. Okay, so we are good. And if we go to this one and say npm init, so let's go to project, cd elements, and do npm init here. So yes, in here, okay, so now we can see elements created. Then add the following newly created package JSON. So let's add this. Okay, we have added that. Now it will look similar to this one. Delete all the files under src app except app module. Okay, so all these files will be thrown away. Delete, move to trash. Okay, so we only have app module here, and you need to define your own bootstrapping method for the elements application. Do some changes to your elements app module ts. Remove the bootstrap array from ng module declaration. Okay, so we don't need this one, we don't need this one. As I said, ng bootstrap is not required. And oh, is there an error? Yeah, let's remove that too. Then import components module and components from the component library. Okay, so he's saying this one. Okay, it looks like he's asking to import the components module. I mean, here we will need a free module and maybe free bot component from okay, so we are done with it. And then in the app module, we will have to create extra element, ng bootstrap method, right? And we will need an injector. So let's import all the missing items, and we will need a free lib component here, lib free bot, makes sense. Okay, remove zone.js is optional. I will not touch this rest of the parts right now. And lib pack, this guy have given lots of information. So if your root package JSON, in your root package JSON, I'll add the following steps. So of course our root package is this one where we were building this library, and we will have everything here: projects element, package JSON, dist elements. Almost everything will be same except Yes, the runtime polyfills main cat elements. I guess we can keep this as is. And npm run build elements. Let's see the magic if everything runs well. That's the first time that everything runs and goes very smooth. Okay, fingers crossed. So it is building a browser application. Let's wait for some time to get it finished. Okay, so it is saying like okay, don't import or don't do any declarations. My bad. Let me pause the video up to the build is ready. Well, the script succeeded, and only the issue was like it was looking up for the ES5 version, which is not generated, and I just tweaked it to a plain.js version, and this guy really worked. So it have written this file which is elements.js. Later on we can rename this to our project's name. And for now, for a testing, what I've done is I've created a plain pure HTML page. It have no Angular, React or anything, and I just imported the source file the elements.js, and then just the tag that I have created the element for, and guess what, it is working just perfectly fine. You can see need help. I agree that there is a styles issue, but so still it works. That is the important part. And if I go to this one, then this guys started discussion. So see you in the next video. Let's just clean up a few things, and we would be closer to our completion of the project.